Hey guys, what's up? So today what I'm going to be doing is talking about the three things that are going to make sure that your 2020 is really successful. So a lot of people right now are talking about go to the gym, do this, do that. What I'm going to be focusing more on this is just getting our life on track and making sure we're always progressing, not necessarily just in the gym, also with our mental health and physical health. So the number one important thing, this trumps everything, is our mental health, okay? So what mental health means to me is this could be taking that course that you've been thinking about. This could be going on a trip to chill out. This could be taking a staycation just to relax. This could be just doing something you haven't done in a long time. This can mean a lot of things. People always think mental health means happiness. That is not what it means. For me, mental health means taking a break from your life and doing something for you. So that can mean like I said, taking that course. Could be trying something new, like going hiking, something like that. It could be taking up a new hobby, trying to meet a new group of people, so stuff like that. So just to separate that a bit, where the happiness actually comes in our life is our step number 2, which we're goal setting, which is going to be our emotional health. So emotional health is different from mental health. Mental health is more giving us a break and getting us away from our life, where emotional health is more who we invest in. So what I mean by that is setting a goal for your emotional health could be, instead of going on Facebook for an hour, go hang out with your friend for an hour at a coffee shop. And I know that sounds really silly, but we live in the day and age now where everyone's texting. So this could even mean picking up that phone and calling somebody and just having a conversation. That's where your emotional health is going to come from. Another part of emotional health, and this is what a lot of people just for some reason avoid at all costs, is like write down the things you want to get done so that you can get rid of the bullshit in your life that is stopping you from doing it. Okay? We, in general, tend to make excuses. The cliche thing I always tell people is most people, when they screw up, what they do is they go find that quote online that matches the screw up so that they feel okay about it, when really you should be looking in the mirror and figuring out why the hell you did that and stop doing that. Okay? So emotional health is more being around more people that are like-minded like you and really just figuring out what you want. People really confuse that mental health and emotional health. Always remember, mental health is more just de-stressing, chilling out. Emotional health is more how we feel. So when we're talking about emotional health, it's more how we interact with people, how we interact with ourselves. Make sense? Awesome. So when we're going on to step 3, obviously I'm a trainer, so we got to talk about this, is physical health. But the big misconception that people have is when it comes to physical health, they think, oh man, I got to go to the gym, got to do this. That is not what setting a physical health goal means. Setting a physical health goal could mean anything from, I'm going to try to eat healthier, I'm going to drink more water, I'm going to go for a walk, I'm going to do something different in order to make my body healthier. It has nothing to do with the gym. The gym can be part of it, but it really has nothing to do with the gym. How are we actually going to set these goals and apply them? I'll just give you an example of what I did last year, and this, I'm telling you, this was a game changer for me just in life in general. I had a really not necessarily negative outlook on life, but I definitely had like something missing. I always focus on mental health and physical health, but that emotional health just wasn't there. So last year what I did for my mental health is a few things. I took some courses for life coaching, which is why I'm talking to you about this right now, which were really important to me. What else did I do? I took real vacations where I actually traveled to places and got to experience new things, and it gave me a complete break away from my life. So the bills, the job, like just everything. So that was also very important to me. Now, how would we set this goal? What I recommend is just trying to choose to do something once a week that's good for your mental health. So that could be going on YouTube like you're on right now, checking out a video on something you're interested in. It could be picking up a book just to get away from life and just read something. It could be getting away, going to somewhere outside the city just to get away, going for a hike. There's lots of things we can do for our mental health. But the problem is that we let it slip away and we get caught up in work and we start working tons instead of just taking care of our mental health and really focus on staying I'd almost say in a gray area versus a black and white of being unhappy or extremely happy, staying in that gray area where it's like, we're good. That's the most important thing with your mental health. So for number 2, now our emotional health. This is a tough one. This is the one that really took me for a ride. So what we want to do with our emotional health, and this is what people don't get, is we get so caught up in our phones. But then by not having that interaction with people, that is where we really start to lose thought of what's important in life. My goal for 2019 was to make sure that, number 1, I'm getting married, so I better spend a lot of time with my wife. That's really important. But also number 2, something that I learned the year before was, man, I got to travel with my friends and do lots of stuff with my friends. A lot of people don't realize this, but I actually took up hiking as a way to hang out with my friends and challenge myself. I don't even like hiking, but when I get to the top, I feel super accomplished, and it's a great day out with my friends, and that's the main reason why I took it on. Another thing I started doing is just making a habit to spend lots of time with my family. No matter what, every Sunday you're gonna catch me at my mom's house, hanging with my mom, because she's the most important thing in my life. Number 2, I'm always gonna call my grandma. I'm gonna make sure she's very important in my life. Doing things like that. It's very easy to get caught up in the world and stop caring about the things that are important and start caring about things that are not important. When it comes to our emotional health, it's just really necessary to make sure that we're actively thinking about how we use our time. And that means like, hey, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with scrolling on Instagram or, playing video games, because I do lots of both of those. But what I am saying is just making sure you're prioritizing, like, hey, go grab that coffee with a friend instead of shooting them a text, or go out and watch a Flames game or like a sporting game event, anything like that. That's where it's really important. What's not important is like swiping through and just being by yourself. There's no need to be by yourself. You can go out in public and get that emotional connection with people and not even know them. All right, and for the third thing. Now, I'm sure everyone's been online and seeing all these things like, hey, new year, new me, like get up, let's go, get in the gym, blah, 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 blah. I don't want you to think that way. Yes, going to the gym is important. It's an extremely important part of my life because I use it as an outlet, and I use it to get stronger, and I use it to feel good. But that outlet is not for everyone. And trust me when I say this, I have a lot of friends that are in great shape that have never touched the gym. And here's why. They do stuff, okay? So when you're setting this goal, it could be anything. Like literally you could go and think, listen, for this week, I'm gonna try to bring a lunch every day to work or every day to school. That's improving your health. For this week, I'm gonna try to go for 3 walks. That's improving your health. Man, I've had an achy shoulder for the last 2 years. I'm gonna go see someone and get that shoulder checked out and actually try to fix it. That is a goal. People keep thinking like you need to get in the gym and get fit and do all this stuff. Really, you just need to take care of your body and make sure that we're always progressing forward. And these could be really small steps that could lead into something big. The awesome thing about goal setting this way is by the end of last year, I wasn't even thinking about the goals. I was just doing them because I got in the habit of practicing these 3 things. I really hope this helped you guys out. If you have any questions about this or any content you want me to cover going forward, make sure you drop in the comments. And of course, like that video and share it if you can. It's greatly appreciated. I look forward to talking to you guys again.